Let's go back to Dryden, Ontario now. Now we're going way back where it all began. First of all, where is Dryden?
Dryden is 2 hours north of International Falls, Minnesota. So it's up there a ways.
Not a whole lot going on there.
Not a whole lot going on up there. 8 hours straight north of Minneapolis. 17 hours from St. Louis, straight shot. So it's a fair hike north.
I talked to your brother Sean this morning, and so it turns out that Mike Keenan wasn't the first coach you stood up.
Yeah.
So your dad was the coach.
It can be hard-headed at times.
You got so mad you walked home from the rink.
Yeah, that didn't go over very well.
All right, fill us in here.
Yeah, there was a issue on the bench. I didn't feel like my dad took my side. I had enough. I left the rink, walked all the way home in my equipment, my skates, and got home to a fuming Jim Pronger who was not pleased and probably as mad as I've ever seen him in his life. And after that, I knew who the boss was.
What was it like being a young kid coming to St. Louis, and you're being traded for Brendan Shanahan, right? So, I mean, one of the more popular players here in St. Louis. And you're being booed by the home crowd.
Every game.
Had you ever been booed by your own fans before?
Yeah, I'd been booed a few times in Hartford, but not as much as I was here. It was pretty rough the first 3 or 4 months. A lot of tough nights at the rink and a lot of tough nights off the rink, where you're just gut check time. You're trying to understand why things are where they're at, and at some point you have to just take ownership of your career and ownership of your play and leave it all on the ice and stop second guessing, stop worrying about the boo birds, stop worrying about what everybody else is thinking, and just play your game and leave it all on the ice. And ultimately, that's what I did.
Did you like Mike Keenan, and did he help you become a better player?
He did. I think in all the madness there, and there was a lot of that, I was probably in his office traded 50 times over that first year.
He threatened to trade you.
Threatened to trade me to Ottawa, to you name it. And talking to former guys that had played for him, it was, you need to stand up for yourself, but you just leave it all on the ice. And, I think once I just kind of blocked all the rest of the stuff out and just played, the needling and the video and all the stuff that he was trying to use. It was just, at the end of the day, just, you're here for a reason, you got drafted for a reason, and just go show it.
When you look back at your days as a member of the Blues, I mean, people still, they look at you and they say, hey, they remember Chris Pronger as a St. Louis Blues. It's kind of where it all started, right?
Yeah, that's kind of where I turned my career around and turned into the player I knew I could be. There was, a lot of tough moments early on, but again, you go through those tough moments, it makes the good moments that much sweeter. And I have a lot of fond memories from my time here in St. Louis. Met my wife here, had 2 of our kids here, won the Hart Trophy here, Norris Trophy, won a President's Trophy. Went to a conference final, but just wasn't able to get over the hump with the teams here we had in St. Louis. And, that's probably the most disappointing part, but I have a lot of great memories and a lot of fond memories of my time here in St. Louis.
Going back to 1998 in the playoffs, how much do you remember laying on the ice?
I remember getting hit, it stung, and I was on the ice, we're in Detroit, and I'm like, all right, do not lay here on the ice. You're getting up and getting to the bench right now. And that was the last thing I remember, and the next thing you know, I wake up and I'm staring up, I'm in the middle of the ice, staring up at all the Red Wings banners, and I'm like, how did I get here? What is going on? And, the look of everybody's faces on the benches, I'm kind of looking around going, oh boy, what's going on? And people are hovering all over me. It was just, I don't remember getting up. I don't remember starting to skate. And luckily, when I fell, I kind of had my hands in front of me. Otherwise, I would have face planted.
As your career moves along and you become one of the more popular players ever in Blues history, did you just assume you were going to play the rest of your career here?
Yeah, I think as my career got going here in St. Louis, I think you always think you're going to stay with one team and finish your career and play for one team. But I think in today's world, that might be a little naive. Very, very few players get to do that. And sometimes a change of scenery is good for you.